guess who's coming to dinner? This is from the Washington Free Beacon. A Chinese general who once threatened to use nuclear weapons against hundreds of U.S. cities will visit the Pentagon this week as part of a U.S.-China military exchange program. Major General Zhu Qinhu, who is head of China's National Defense University, will take part in the familiarization exchange. Major Catherine Wilkinson, a Pentagon spokesman, told the Free Beacon. So we're inviting a guy to the Pentagon who said he wanted to nuke nuclear cities. That's almost like, well, you know, it's almost like exclusive. Al-Qaeda leader dined at the Pentagon just months after 9/11. That's amazing. They had Anwar al-Awlaki as part of a cultural exchange. That's just amazing how that happens. There it is. The Pentagon offered no explanation of how a man now on the CIA's kill or capture list ended up at a special lunch for Muslim outreach. Let me tell you what I think. I think it has to do with the fact that we like having these enemies out there, and we like having all these threats so we can pretend, you know, that we need to spend millions of dollars on defense and millions upon billions of dollars on, you know, domestic security forces, all in the name of terrorism and terrorists and the red threat and the Russians and anybody out there that we can use an excuse to build up this arm race that Dwight Eisenhower warned us about in his farewell speech. Well, there you go. Now we're inviting Chinese leaders to the U.S., who threatened to nuke us with hundreds of nuclear warheads. Pretty crazy. But, hey, we also had one of the top al-Qaeda leaders who dined at the Pentagon. We go now to a final bulletin from David Knight talking about a Russian general. Here it is now.
I'm David Knight with an InfoWars News Bulletin. Paul Joseph Watson reported on InfoWars that retired Russian General Leonid Ivashov told Pravda that America must be kept at gunpoint. Quote, tactical nuclear weapons that are constantly threatening the United States must become the factor that will deter large-scale aggression, holding it at gunpoint. This is the deterrent. Ironically, at the same time a retired Russian general was talking about American aggression, Russia Today was doing a hit piece on the Day of Resistance. A group of Americans concerned that feds are sending signals that they intend to disregard a long-standing contract with the American people, that is, the Constitution. RT painted the Day of Resistance and the U.S. public support of the Constitution as a building rebellion.
One of America now favors some form of gun control, especially in the wake of tragic mass shootings, while the other is getting ready to fight against any significant regulations. They're preparing for what they call the invasion of feds by arming themselves to the teeth. One question arises when people here talk about protecting their freedoms with weapons that are designed for war. Do these people have such little trust in their democratic system to the point when they think a vote is not enough to secure their rights and that they need a stack of deadly weapons at home to do that? In Washington, I'm Ganesh Shekan.
You see, the Second Amendment is about the American people having a deterrent against federal aggression. Just like the Russians, we see the federal government arming against us, conducting war game scenarios aimed at us, and a massive buildup in arms and ammunition to fight us. And how would the Russians or any other people feel if a government accompanied such a massive arms buildup with a notice that they intend to trash a long-standing treaty? That is the situation between the American people and the federal government. Except the Constitution is far more important than a treaty. It is the legal document that created the federal government and created the king, if you will, that our temporary stewards swear to obey as a condition of office. Yet, what I found at the Day of Resistance was cool, calm leadership. Listen to Texas State Representative David Simpson address the crowd.
Give them the bullets first.
I hope that's last. The first thing we got to do is love them. We got to pray for them. We've got to use our freedom responsibly. We didn't get into this mess overnight. And they are just waiting for one of us to do something stupid and to use it as a crisis to take away the rest of our rights.
The American people, individually and collectively, are responding to federal threats and taking action that will hopefully deter large-scale aggression. As the Russian general said about the federal government, quote, holding it at gunpoint, this is the deterrent. And that is the purpose of the Second Amendment, to hold the federal government at gunpoint as a peaceful deterrent to tyranny. Did you know that our iPhone app is free? It's the only way that I could listen to Alex in North Carolina because he wasn't on the radio in my area, and I could listen to him at any time of the day. You can find it at the bottom of our Infowars.com homepage. Check it out.
Thank you, David, for that report. We now go to our daily quote, and it is from Thomas Jefferson. Conquest is not in our principles. It is inconsistent with our government. Tell that to George W. Bush and the rest of the warmongers out there. Finally tonight, our latest issue. This is our 7th issue of the Infowars magazine. It talks about Civil War II, which is going to be coming. And there you see a picture of the gun as one of the bars in the flag. And we also just started a new program starting today. It is the micro distribution program. Basically, what it is you get 50 or 100 magazines sent to your location per month. You buy a 1-year subscription, and then we send you a stand to go with it. So there you have your stand, you get your magazines, you put them in front of your place of business, or maybe you work with a vendor somewhere out there. Boom, you got your 50 magazines. You can charge for them. You can give them away for free. Anything to get out the message. So check out our Infowars magazine micro distribution program. It is available in 50 packs, 100 packs, and even a 10 pack if you just want to get a few and just get your feet wet and passing out all the great information that is in Infowars magazine. And those people who get involved in this will also be first in line when we start franchising this out for people to get the paper and put their own ads in and kind of run it as their own turnkey business. The people who get involved in this program will be first in line for that.
Jakari Jackson here, and I want to talk to you for a second about water. You know about ProPure, our flagship water purification system, but check out some of our portable water filter products at InfoWarsStore.com. The clearly filtered water pitcher. Also, for those of you on the go, we have the Athlete Edition filtered water bottle and the RAD Eliminator Pro filtered sports bottle that removes radiation. And keep in mind, we have replacement filters for all of these products. The ever-popular grab-and-go bag favorite, the Life Straw, the Crystal Quest shower filter system, and the Aquapod kit, great for mass storage of water. And while you're at the InfoWars shop, pick up a copy of our latest book, 31 Days to Survival. You can find all this and more at the InfoWarsStore.com. And don't forget, it's your support that funds our operation. Sign up for our free newsletter at InfoWars.com/newsletter.